Welcome, everyone. This is your Accepting Affluence and Love group program community membership, June 2015. My name is Cynthia Waldrop, and I am presenting. Just a reminder why this program. We all want more of something, more love, more abundance, more peace, more connection. This program is designed to expand your capacity to receive so that you can attract what you desire. Check in. All right, I want to hear your insights. What new awarenesses or insights have you had? Could be from the last month's topic or just in the either email I sent out with this month's topic. What are you celebrating? What are your inspirations? What awarenesses or questions do you have? I want to hear them. Email me or share in the Facebook group. Share and support each other. That way we can all get behind what you want to bring into your life. Attract and intention. I love this quote. Let your alignment with well-being be first and foremost, and let everything else be secondary. And not only will you have an internally joyous journey, but everything you have ever imagined will flow effortlessly into your experience. There is nothing you cannot be or do or have, but your dominant intent is to be joyful. The doing and the having will come into alignment once you have that one down. I love that because it's like, tuning your vibration to that of joy, and then that what comes. A lot of time people feel like, well, I'll work harder if this happens, or I'll be happy when this happens. And this is, affirming the opposite. So set your intention for this month. What do you want to draw in? What tangible results? What do you want to create? What do you want to accomplish? Do you have any money goals? Do you have any personal goals? I like specific and tangible so that we can see the growth and the movement each month. We want you to focus on what you want, not what you don't want. If you focus on the problem, that tends to create more problems. I want you to, what you focus on, you attract. And then ask for it to be easy and fun. Why not? Right? If there's any old beliefs that it has to be hard or you have to work hard, let's clear them so that it can just be easy and fun. The topic this month, resistance and acceptance. We're going to look at the energy of resisting and the effect it has on you and your life. You're going to be answering these two questions. Where does it show up? What do you resist? Is it something in your relationship, your partner, an aspect of yourself in the relationship? Is it your career? Does it have to do with your money? Is it your body, conversations, in your mind, etc.? How does it show up? What's your flavor? Is it tension, defensiveness, anger, stubbornness, withdrawal, things not working, people ignoring you, quote unquote bad things happening, etc.? I want you to answer those. And then I looked up the definition of resisting, and I thought it was interesting. The first one, to withstand the action or effect of. Synonym, withstand, to proof against, combat, weather, endure, be resistant to, keep out, built to resist cold winters. Has that very like push, 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 right? Push protection. Number two, try to prevent by action or argument. Oppose, fight against, refuse to, object, one's face, kick against, right? So it also has big fight in it. Three, succeed in ignoring the attraction of something something wrong or unwise, which I thought that was really interesting because yes, we resist in attracting something bad, but it can also show up that we literally block or resist a flow of something wonderful, right? And that is to refrain from, detest, not get in, not give in, restrain, stop oneself. I resist the urge to retort. And then this one was great. I love this last one, which has, it also has a very embellishing flavor to it. To love, adore, relish, have a weakness for, be keen on, like, delight in, enjoy, take great pleasure. You can, the informal is to be mad about, to get a kick out, can't help wanting, right? I cannot resist a challenge. And a couple of you definitely came to my mind when I thought about this. And I thought that was very interesting. Curious what your thoughts are when you read this. Okay, so when we're in this surrendering place, and some people don't like the word surrender. I see surrender as I just get into the flow of life. And this is this accepting place. When a cat is caught in, I'm sorry, when a mouse is caught into the mouth of a cat, they just completely relax, right? And they have a much better chance. They don't resist because then they'll, the cat will bite them or chew them or whatever, but they completely surrender. And then that way they have a better chance that the cat might get bored and they can escape. Looking at resisting, the energy of how much energy are you using? What are you fighting against? What are you pushing against? And then there is that saying, what you resist persists. Whatever you put energy into comes back to you. So if you're spending a lot of energy pushing against, it will come back to you. And then we look at our reactionary responses. It tends to, when we feel that we are not in control, either our fear or our anger comes up in that. And then we start to use that to control it or to resist it. I had the pleasure of experiencing this firsthand. 2 days after I came back from my European vacation, I had my appendix out. And I went into the ER, and the ER is just a whole different experience than anything I've ever experienced because it's all really fast paced. They're used to making decisions very quickly. It's life and death. And it was so obvious from the moment I got in that I was not in control. So much so they're like, prepping me and dressing me and wiping me down. And I could feel not necessarily anger. Well, I was like, why is this happening? I would feel that anger come up and then I would resist it and then I would try to control it. And I made the conscious choice just to surrender into the hands of the people taking care of me. I would feel that same fear. Things would start happening. They would just start basically like manhandling me. I would feel that fear come up. I would start to resist it. And then I had to make the conscious choice to relax and give up control. And so that's what we're going to talk about next is what do you do when resistance shows up? So the first thing is, can you step out of it and observe it? Can you notice it? Can you become neutral so that you can step out of it? Another, can you use a sense of humor? Can you laugh at it? Can you find either the ridiculousness or the humor in it? And I will tell you with the ER story, it does help. I was able to laugh at it, mostly because I was on very heavy narcotics. So I don't recommend using narcotics, but it did help me to really laugh at the situation with the gown and the hair and everything. Then we're going to look at, is it life and death? Now, if it is life and death, then that's a whole different story, right? But does it really matter? What is it that you're resisting? Is it important in the big picture of your life? Is it really life or death? And you get to decide. So 2 different tools that were taught to me by one of my mentors, Julie Hutzler, is that, whatever the situation is, imagine that and project yourself to, you're now 87 years old, you're looking back at your life and you're laughing because, everything worked out in the big picture. You healed, you shifted, you adjusted. Imagine what would your 87-year-old tell you right now about what you're resisting? What would they say to you? Yeah, and see if you can get a different perspective, right? Take a different perspective. Or get a larger perspective. Imagine that you are a very attractive, evolved alien sitting on Saturn, looking down on Earth and watching the humans. And you're actually watching you. What would they be thinking? What would they say to you? What would be their advice about this current situation that is coming up for you that you're resisting? So your focus this month, Resistance. The worksheet, you're going to answer 2 questions. Where does it show up? What do you resist? How does it show up? And what is your flavor? We have a group conference call June 16th at 5:30 p.m., 8:30 Eastern Time. Check your inbox for call instructions. Join the group forum on Facebook and post your insights and support each other. If you are not on Facebook, personal choice, and I want you to email me so that I may share it, even if I won't share your name if you prefer me not to share your name, but I do want to share it. And then check your email for weekly action steps. As a reminder of the elements, we have monthly access to webinars, different topic each month. Worksheet for clarity and discovery. You'll have a monthly focus with weekly action steps, a group conference call, and a group forum. If you have any questions, I want you to please call me. And, why are we doing this? And it's just for a big life, a big, beautiful, abundant, totally awesome life. So thank you for listening, and I look forward to see you on the group call.